Some albums have a curious, inspiring quality that make me want to go out and write an album of my own. And this one is a great example.
Now do you understand? I don't have.
Eye of the Storm is the second record from Canadian singer-songwriter and producer Georgia Harmer. And it's just one of those records that make me want to pick up my guitar and give songwriting a good go, you know? Why? Well, to be honest, I don't know, but I can confirm that the same feeling hit me when I saw Georgia support the weather station at the Button Factory earlier this year. Now, my suspicion is that this feeling that I get is something to do with the beautiful, gentle, and often surprising songwriting on this record. I would say that these 10 tracks are full to the brim with winding vocal melodies, crisp guitar passages, and broad yet heartfelt lyrics. But it never quite feels full to the brim. Instead, Eye of the Storm, which is pretty much entirely self-produced, feels loose and open with space left for every element to breathe. Everything here is within reach, but it's not rushing towards you or clamoring for your attention. Even the most novel elements like the gentle synth run on Farmhouse and the male backing vocals on Time to Move On appear almost shyly. All of these oblique additions to the instrumentals complement Harmer's similarly oblique lyrics. That's not to say she doesn't convey a great depth of feeling here, but there is a requirement here on the part of the listener to really pay attention to grasp what Harmer might be talking about. She forgoes personal details as if to protect the privacy of her subjects and alights on different moments frozen in time. Hazel versus the Coyote is a perfect example of this poetic license. It's not a song that immediately strikes you as being about grieving the loss of two cats, but once you learn that information, it all falls into place. Meanwhile, the opening track, Can We Be Still, sees Harmer folding down the past, present, and future of a relationship down onto themselves, as she stops on and describes different moments from line to line. It's as if she's doing a join the dots puzzle in a wildly wrong fashion, but emerging with a beautiful picture you could not have imagined was even there in the first place. Now, interestingly, the more fraught tracks are the more straightforward. The title track and Time to Move On clearly deal with relationships with individuals who are suffering or self-destructing in some way. While on Take It On, you can practically see a darkness skulking at the edges of Harmer's generally laid-back delivery. However, this album really shines during its more heartfelt moments. The aforementioned opening track, as well as the acoustic number Last Love, which explores the security in feeling endless longevity in your relationship, are both particularly heartwarming. But in a twist, Georgia Harmer leaves the best until last with the soft but emotionally upfront closer, Memory Ballad. We get to experience one last time Harmer's seemingly bottomless capacity for synchronizing rhythmic phrasing and vocal melody. And the lyrics and sentiment of this song linger long in the air after it fades out. I adore this record, and if, like me, you love warm soundscapes and simple but effective songwriting, you may very well adore it too.